Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've talked a bit about your back pain, Michaela, but then I also want to touch on something that I think might be contributing. So you said that recently you've had a son?
Yeah, 9 months ago, yeah.
Congratulations. How is he doing?
Good. Happy, healthy, keeping us up all night, but he's good.
Awesome. So how is the birth of your son?
It was hard. They ended up having to use forceps to take him out, so that was not what I expected. And it did result in some tearing, so that wasn't the best, but...
And you had stitches and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there pain with all of that?
Yeah, so I had some pain, like, in my, I guess, like, groin area, like, while I was having him, and then it stayed, and it hasn't really resolved since, so I don't know if that's odd, but it hasn't really changed. I thought it would resolve sooner. But...
Yeah, so you have it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that pain come on at the similar time as your back pain, or is that different?
I would say usually they seem related.
Okay.
Yeah.
When does it come on?
So it's worse when I'm doing activities, so like when I'm out grocery shopping or walking for like more than 20 minutes or so, and I start to kind of feel like, I guess it's kind of like a heaviness.
Okay.
But yeah. Other than that, it's like always a bit of an ache.
Yeah. Okay. So then that's definitely something that we should delve into further.
Okay.
This topic, obviously related to the groin area, is a bit sensitive. We're in a room by ourselves, and some of the questions can feel a little bit awkward.
Okay.
So if at any time you feel uncomfortable with any of this, or you don't want to answer any of my questions, that's totally okay. But me asking about this is a really good way to figure out exactly what's going on with your back pain, because I think it's related.
Yeah.
And then besides that, there are certain aspects of your life, like bowel and bladder, going to the bathroom, and sexual activity, that is super important to you and super important to your marriage. But people don't like bringing it up because it feels awkward. So I would like to talk about those things and help you out if that's something that we need to delve into. But yeah, just letting you know that you can stop the conversation at any time.
Okay.
Does that feel okay to continue?
Yeah, okay. I'd like that.
So the pain you said comes on when you're walking.
Yeah.
How is that affecting your sex life? So are you able to have penetrative sex?
Not currently, no. Like we tried about 6 months after our son was born.
Yeah.
And I kind of had to stop while we were having sex, just because it was getting so painful. And then we haven't really tried since then. I don't know, I guess I'm just afraid that if we do, it'll just be as painful.
Yeah. And your husband was obviously accommodating?
Yeah, he's been understanding, which has been really great, but I still feel pretty guilty about that, like I had to stop and that we're not able to engage in sex, just because like previously, like before our son, we'd have it a couple times a week.
Yeah.
So this just isn't really our normal.
Yeah. So it's a problem for both of you, but I understand that you can feel like you're the one with the problem because it's your pain and he doesn't know exactly what you're going through. So that's totally normal. But taking that step of not pushing anything further or not addressing it is a good way to start, because you don't want to start associating sex with all of those negative emotions and pain, right?
Yeah.
But that's definitely something we can work on. So have you felt stressed or worried about this feeling? And when you started or when you tried, did you feel stress and worry?
Yeah, I did, for sure. And like now I'm kind of feeling like I kind of go up and down. Like I'll be in a really good mood and then I'll have kind of a lower mood, and I think it's kind of associated with us not being as intimate. And then I am worried and fearful that this pain isn't going to go away, or that sex is going to make it worse, or whatever. So that's totally what I'm feeling.
Okay. So the first part of this is the trying to figure out exactly what's going on with the pain. Why is it there? So 9 months post birth, you shouldn't really be experiencing this. If it was, a normal, even with that trauma, it should be healed by now. So there's something called pelvic floor physio, where you can go in and talk to somebody. Have you heard about it before?
Yeah.
That they do
Kegels and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there is some, you can do Kegels if that's what you need, but it's a larger concept of trying to figure out exactly what's going on. Whether there's a biological source, so whether there's something going on in your pelvic floor that a structure needs to be loosened or tightened or something like that. And then the second part of it is whether psychology and that worry and stress is affecting you, because when you're in that fight or flight stress mode,
Right.
not saying that you want to run away from your husband, but that worry puts you at a heightened point, and sex is supposed to be relaxation, rest, everything like that. So you can't be in both places at once.
Right.
So if you're in that stress point, then it's really hard to come down, and lubrication actually plays a big role in that.
Right.
So to lubricate, to open up, to relax your pelvic floor. I don't know if that's what's going on, but a pelvic floor physio is going to help you figure that out.
Okay.
That being said, if you're really gunning to just try it right away, lubrication is, and going out and buying lube basically, is one of the best things that you can try, and sometimes is the major source of the problem.
Okay.
So that's the first thing I could suggest. And then the second thing is to talk to a sex therapist. So they have all of these tips and tricks about keeping intimacy in your relationship, whether or not you're having penetrative sex, because it can look like something else. But after you have a kid, it's really important to keep that time to you and your partner to allow yourselves to connect. So how does all of that sound?
It sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
That's all really important to me, and like I don't want to grow distant from my husband just because of this issue, right? So
yeah, it sounds like it's something we can work through together, and I can refer you on, and then other people can help out. And I'm always here to just, if you want to start with the problem solving just with me, I'm totally open to that as well.
Yeah, I'm really comfortable working with you, so maybe we could kind of start there and then go and see those other therapists and stuff as we go if we need them.
Awesome.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Vanessa.